The unexamined life is not worth living. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Happiness depends upon ourselves. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. He who fears he will suffer already suffers because he fears. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Nothing is impossible to a willing heart. The secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. An untrained mind can accomplish nothing. It is not length of life, but depth of life. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Courage is grace under pressure. Experience is the teacher of all things. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Fortune favors the prepared mind. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. Doubt is the origin of wisdom. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Wisdom begins in wonder. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Time is a created thing. To say I don't have time is like saying I don't want to. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. He who is brave is free. Knowing when to be silent is half of wisdom. The more I read, the more I acquire. The more certain I am that I know nothing. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Life must be understood backward. but it must be lived forward. The more one judges, the less one loves. Be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. The greatest discovery of any generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitude. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Wisdom is the reward you get for a lifetime of listening when you'd have preferred to talk. Better to be hated for what you are than loved for what you are not. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. He who does not trust enough will not be trusted. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Measure wealth not by the things you have, but by the things you can live without. The obstacle is the path. Do not be wise in words, be wise in deeds. Wisdom is knowing what to do next. Virtue is doing it. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. When anger rises, think of the consequences. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Knowledge without wisdom is like water in the sand. The greatest wisdom is seen through appearances. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Wisdom comes not from age, but from understanding. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Even the darkest night will end, and the sun will rise. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing.